Testing, testing. You want to come out, and you want to come out firing and really try to get a big win here.
Oh, for sure. And like you said, Bard struggled at 0-6.
Milazzo.
Manhattanville's done a really nice job thus far.
So
5-1 on the season.
Mentioning Milazzo putting a career high 20 points in her last game as a drive by Elting is good. So Jacayla Elting now with her first bucket of the day, and the Valiant's up to a 4-0 lead here early. As a great full court defense, that's gonna be a steal by McGuire. Kutu has it, she gives it to McGuire, or I should say, Milazzo.
It was McGuire, Tim, so McGuire's looking to shoot two here and extend this already early 4-0 lead just a minute into the game.
So McGuire will go to the line for two. And the first one's off the mark. So McGuire has been a decent free throw shooter for the Valiant, shooting over 50%, as the second one is good. And the Valiant's up 5-0 out early on here with 8:50 remaining in the first quarter. As great trap defense is played, full court press, as they're making Bard have a struggle to move the ball around here. As they'll work it inside. A drive, and it's off the mark by Esposito.
Tim, great defense by Milazzo there to contest that shot.
As a pass into McGuire, and she lays it in. A great inside move by Kaylee McGuire. Give her now her third point of the game. As a pass in, a drive, oh, another beautiful pass, and it falls in for Alexis Akimide. So Elting will have it up top. She kicks it over. And that's going to be a travel called on Kutu.
Tim, I continue to say we've seen a lot of tight travel calls, both the men's and women's games to start the season. The refs are really calling that tight and making sure you put it on the floor before you shuffle the feet.
Yeah, you're right, Eli. We've seen a lot of those, but it's been very consistent. So that's one thing that you definitely have to get used to, is just those very consistent calls on tight travels as a move inside, but it's airballed and it's going to go to the Valiants. So I have to say I've really been impressed in the early going here by their full court trap defense. It's been very strong thus far, having to make Bard make tough passes. So Kudu gives it to McGuire. McGuire will get a screen over to Milazzo. Milazzo trying to work it out. Good defense on her as Kudu drives. And now she'll kick it back out. Elting has it. Elting lays it up, but it's off the mark.
Tim, that was a good attempt there. She just left it short, but strong move to the basket.
So Bard will work it around now. Up top will be DiCaprio. DiCaprio gives it off. As DiCaprio will get it back now, and a pass back outside, and it's going to be a steal for McGuire. McGuire's on top of it, and they're going to say a jump ball that will go to Bard.
Good hustle from McGuire. Tim, we spoke about it all season. McGuire and Caballero are the energy girls for this Valiants team, and McGuire just proved why, diving on the floor, taking one for the team.
And McGuire there was trying to call timeout as a pass inside. The layup, though, is off the mark by Akino Bidet, and it's rebounded by Kutu. So Kutu will have it up top. She gives it over to Kamani Jones. Kamani Jones will get a screen from Milazzo. She works and she'll kick it out. The work is Kutu's pass is deflected, but she'll get it back as she tries an off-bounce layup, but it's off the mark. So Bard showing strong defense as well here in the first 4 minutes, as they've been having a hard time getting into the paint. As a three ball off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded. And we're going to have a foul here.
Tim, it's going to go on Aaron Kennedy, the freshman out of New Jersey.
So Bard already with 4 fouls here in the first quarter. So putting themselves in early foul trouble here, down 7-2. So Kudu gives it to Kaimani Jones. Kaimani Jones drives, passes to Milazzo, and she drains it. So Milazzo straight off a 20-point game. She's been very productive thus far for the Valiants, and I have to say, she's showing signs of great improvement in her shot game, Eli.
Definitely, and remember, Milazzo's a senior, Tim.
As a shot put up is offered to be rebounded by McGuire.
She's a senior, but she's seen limited playing time until last game.
As Kudu passes, pass to McGuire.
Right on cue.
And it's laid in again. Outside Milazzo.
Yeah, right on clue.
You can't see it from that angle there, but great job there. As that pass is deflected, it's going to be a turnover for Bard. So the Valiants playing strong defense here thus far halfway through the first quarter, and they're up by 9. So Kudu will have it. Takes to Kaimani Jones. Jones into the corner, Elting for 3. She can't get the fault, but rebounded by Milazzo. As they'll reset here. So Milazzo with 4 points for the Valiants, which leads the team as a lay-in by McGuire.
And Tim, it's only been 5 minutes of play, but once again, the Valiants just dominating right from the start. This is the kind of season they've had.
And we're going to have a kick ball violation here. But overall, their offense has come out firing early in almost every game they've won thus far, with the exception of last game against, against the game against Baruch. So the ball is inbounded. And it will be worked around. Drive and a pass out for 3 is in. No, they're going to say it to 2 now by Hopper. So Katie Hopper gets her first bucket of the day. And now Bard trails by 9 as a drive by Elting. Can't get the fall, and that's going the other way, as it's going to be an over-the-back call on Milazzo.
I like the activity, though, by Milazzo, Tim. Obviously, the
Absolutely.
foul's not ideal, but both her and McGuire have been relentless on the boards.
Yep, they've been very physical in the paint, and it's been very impressive. So Bard will try to work their way in as a steal here. No! As it's going to be given to Solestein.
Good trap there in the corner.
That's
Another turnover for Solenston, the freshman. She's having a rough day.
I apologize. Yep, so Solenston with the turnover. And Kutu will have it now for the Valiants. Elting has it up top. They work it around as Darnell enters the game for the Valiants, as a drive is laid in by McGuire.
Great look from Kutu, Tim. It shows why she leads the Valiants in minutes. Just a freshman as well. Tremendous job from
And
Kutu.
not only that, she averages 2.7 assists a game, and I believe now that's her 2nd assist of the game here in the first quarter, as this ball is going to be turned over. And the Valiants, again, forcing another turnover defensively.
Tim, that's 3 assists for Kutu in just 7 minutes.
So substitution for the Valiants, it'll be Pemberton who enters the game. So Kudu gives it to Kaimani Jones. A drive, and it's in. So a timeout taken here by Bard with 3:04 remaining in the first quarter. The Valiants lead it 17-4. It's been an impressive start thus far, Eli.
On both ends of the floor, and Tim, we've said a lot of that. A lot of it's been an impressive start. 5-1 on the year.
And I have to say, thus far, when you mention just the production down low, they've been getting from almost everyone, Eli, thus far this season. Rather, it's been, Darnell, McGuire, Milazzo these past few games, even Malaya Morgan, Pemberton, Caballero, all these people coming out and producing. No matter who it is, everyone's stepping up, doing their role, and they're performing for the Valiants. So inbound here as Bard almost turns it over again, but it's saved by Esposito. DiCaprio will have it up top, and she kicks it over to Hopper. Hopper drives, and she draws a foul. Kaimani Jones will commit the foul there. And that foul's going to be on the ground, so it'll be inbound pending for Bard. So inbound over the top. The drive, and they're going to say a travel by Akinobade. So give Akinobade her first turnover. And now Kaimani Jones will try to give the Valiants more points here as she drives. And a three ball by Kutu's just off the mark. So Darnell now playing hard defense here. As the trap continues to be very productive for the Valiants. Their hands are up and aggressive, but they're going to say a foul here.
And Coach Velakis is signaling Darnell, saying, don't worry about that. That looked like good defense. Velakis isn't happy, but I think a little bit too physical on that play. Just tone it down a little bit, but the energy's definitely there.
Yep, and the defense is
Another
the greatest.
steal.
That's a steal for Kaimani Jones. Jones driving past McGuire and the lay-in. So give McGuire 9 points here in the first quarter. And the Valiants are rolling to a 19-4 lead early on. As a drive, the lay-in is good by DiCaprio. So Bard will travel by 13 as the Valiants are showing a very fast offense here. Kudu has it up top. She kicks into the corner. Down low, Darnell couldn't handle it. It's going to be stolen by Akinobade. Screen set by Akinobade. It's worth the round. Up top, DiCaprio has it. She gets a screen from Hopper into the corner, but they can't handle it. It's another turnover forced by the Valiants defense.
Tim, outstanding defense all around. That was worked around both sides of the floor, and the Valiants cut it off nicely on both ends. Well done.
And substitution coming in for the Valiants. Caballero will enter for McGuire. So 1 minute remains here in the first quarter, and the Valiants, like I said before, their offense is unstoppable right now. They're coming out and making almost what feels like every shot is a shot from the free throw line by Kaimani Jones rolls in. So the Valiants now up 21-6, up 15 points, and they've got the hot hand right now.
And Tim, look at the defensive communication. Caballero screaming out screen as Kutu is fighting through it. This is what I'm talking about. Not just the energy, but the making themselves heard, and the communication is just, and it all starts with Coach Velakis. Really nice to see.
Well, inbounded, and it's going to be laid in and give 2 more points for the Bard. Alexis Akinobade with a big bucket there, her second of the day. As a drive by Pemberton is just off the mark. And it's going to be almost stolen by Pemberton. A great heads-up play there, but they're going to say it's a jump ball instead. Pemberton tried to go for it, Eli. She tried to sneak behind and grab it out of her hands. She just didn't get it in time before it's called a jump ball, but the Valiants do have possession. As a kick in the corner, Kaimani Jones drives in a beautiful lay-in. What a move by Kaimani Jones to end the first quarter.
Wow.
And the Valiants up 23-8.
I feel like I'm watching UConn out here. I mean, what a move by Kaimani Jones.
I have
The
to
agility.
say, I know
on
Kaimani
that.
Jones had a lot of moves, Didn't know she had that one out of the bag. It was a beautiful move.
So Tim, 23-8. Another 20-point quarter for the Valiants, and another quarter where they hold their opponent to less than 10. So just the 5-1 season is just continuing to go nothing but wonderful right now.
And they need to continue this confidence going into Wednesday when they're at Wesleyan. You know, Wesleyan being a solid team all around, you want to be able to produce. And also when it starts getting to conference matchups, you want to have the best record you possibly can so that they can, you know, have a little bit of comfort zone within their conference. And right now, it seems like they're almost untouchable, Eli, when it comes to their offensive game. They're really good at getting open shots, and they're working the screen and everything around, and their rebounding success has been successful.
And no one's doing too much. They're all knowing their roles. McGuire's knowing her role. Kutu's knowing her role to facilitate the offense. Kamani Jones, Pemberton bringing in the hustle all the way from Las Vegas. Caballero as well. So, Tim, just knowing your role and embracing it, and that's what they're doing.
And let's note quickly before we start the second quarter, Eli, Manhattanville has a one-game lead in the conference over DeSalles, who's at 4-2, Valiant's at 5-1, and 2 games over Kings PA.
So lots of games coming up for the Valiants. The second quarter is underway. Spencer Shore checks in. Darnell guarding. It's off the mark. That was Akambade. And here comes Spencer Shore. She swings it to the corner. Caballero's flashing. She wants it. Good pass from Jones. And Darnell finishes. Kamani Jones. It's been all her in the first half.
I have to say, Kamani Jones has been showing a lot of things out of the bag that she doesn't usually show, and it's a lot of great, beautiful passes and put-ups.
As DiCaprio looks to go inside to Akambade. We got a foul on the ground. Let's see who it's on. It's going to go on Darnell. Darnell's got 2 fouls, yeah, so let's see what Velakis is going to do here.
I have to say, I'm very impressed by what Kamani Jones is able to do thus far, Eli. Just, there's so many things. Kamani Jones is so creative with her passing game and her shooting game, but the things that she's done today has been very unique, I have to say.
They try to get it in to Akambade, but it's stolen. Here comes Shore. She'll kick to Pemberton. Pemberton, pull-up jumper, short. Jalsa for the rebound, and it's corralled by Shamrow. Here comes DiCaprio, Bard's main ball handler. She'll think about the pass. She wasn't expecting it. It's somehow Bard's ball. I guess it went off the back of McGuire.
You know, Eli, one thing I'm going to mention here, too. This is yet another tiny roster that the Valiants are facing. And when I mean by tiny, I don't mean by size. I just mean in roster size overall. They've seen a lot of teams that hardly have 10 people on the roster.
Pemberton lays it in, and it's now 27-8. But, Tim, you're absolutely right. Not much depth. I mean, they got 3 bench players.
That's why it's very interesting to see how they handle it. And they've been seeing a lot of teams like that. However, I'm interested to see what happens when they see a bigger depth team and how it's handled and how they'll handle that.
11 on the shot clock for Bard, and that pass is thrown away. Intended for Hopper, but the pass from Akambade was too high. Akambade will sit, and checking in will be Esposito, the freshman out of Hamden, Connecticut. As Kamani Jones looks to continue her hot start, she brings it up for Manhattanville. And we got a palming violation.
I was going to say double dribble, actually. I didn't really see that there, so
I didn't see much.
Yeah, but that wasn't from our angle, so the ref had the better angle there. I just didn't see what that was.
They swing it around to Kennedy. She swings it to Hopper. Hopper looking. A screen is set. Jones playing great defense. Caballero comes to trap.
That's gonna be a jump
and we got
ball
a jump going to Manhattanville. What a trap.
The defense has been strong today, and there's no denying it. They just continue to be so successful in the trap. It's like Bard just doesn't have a chance because the Valiants are so fast onto the ball.
As they work it around, Jones fakes, and that time I think she did shuffle her feet. It's a turnover. So Jones is getting a little bit antsy following the strong start, but still, tremendous job by her. For the Valiants, McGuire, Pemberton, Shore, Caballero, and Jones are the 5. Just under 8 minutes to go, second quarter. Manhattanville up 19. Oh, nearly a walk. It should have been. No call. They work it around. It's in the hands of DiCaprio. And Jones in the passing lane. Jones, one-on-one. McGuire trailing. Jones counted and a foul. Kamani Jones is red hot, and she cannot be stopped.
And I have to say, the eyes of Kamani Jones was wide open there. The pass was almost like it was choreographed. She saw the trap, and she knew and expected, or I should say anticipated the pass out. She knew exactly where to be, and that set up for that steal.
So the free throw from Jones is off the backboard. Caballero keeps it alive. Jones tries to get it to McGuire. Caballero in trouble. Up and under, scores! Tim, what isn't falling for the Valiants right now? Caballero was stuck in between 2 defenders and somehow got it up 31-8.
Valiant's not missing many shots. The only thing they're missing is free throws, shooting about 50% from the line.
Esposito for 3, way off. As she rubs her face after saying, my goodness, she knew that one was off when she released it. It's going back to Manhattanville, and the woes continue for Bard. Just 4 of 11 from the field. Ball's in the hands of Shore. Swings it to Jones. To Pemberton.
Oh, it's a
and
travel. Yep.
No, we got a 3 seconds actually. As Elting and Malazzo will re-enter, Pemberton and Caballero sit. So great job by the 2 girls out of Nevada, Caballero and Pemberton. Kennedy High School. Excuse me, Liberty High School in Henderson, Nevada.
Great defense yet again.
Kamani Jones all over her. They're going to have to go. 12 on the shot clock, forces one up, and it's a foul on Shore. I don't know about that one. I think DiCaprio got bailed out a little bit there. That looked like good defense from Shore. But Shore is charged with the personal, her first. So at the line is going to be DiCaprio. First one is good. And Akambade back in. Out is Shamrow. Second one from DiCaprio is off. So she goes 1 and 2 at the line, and Manhattanville looks to push. It's in the hands of Kamani Jones to Spencer Shore. She'll set up the offense and call out a play here. 22-point lead.
Oh, watch our Kamani Jones on this. They're going to work it there, I believe.
They get it to McGuire. Little drop step, and she draws the foul. Tim, these are like impressive moves we're seeing from both McGuire and Caballero and Darnell. These are like established post moves. Really nice.
The post moves have been very excellent, Eli. They've been doing a very good job of just with footwork, but also using their size to their advantage.
First one from McGuire, rims in.
And I also have to say this too, they've been doing a good job not dropping the shoulder on their moves and, you know, forcing a charge or just even traveling. It becomes a challenge when you have 1 or even 2 people on you. But they've done a good job thus far, and they continue to be successful with it down low tonight.
So that's 9 points for McGuire on 4 of 4 shooting. DiCaprio swings it. It's in the hands of Kennedy. DiCaprio will make to look something happen. She's guarded by Shore. They work it around. It's in the hands of Esposito. Almost a travel by Kennedy. Kennedy attacks Elting, and it's rejected. And here comes Elting. She'll look. Manhattanville does not have numbers, so Jones will take it back up. Now she drives. Elting thought about it. Little floater off the mark. Malazzo tried to follow it, could not. And a rare miss from the Valiants. Here comes DiCaprio, tries to get it to Akambade. Out of control shot, no good. And it's going to stay with Bard. Tim, Bard's been taking a lot of kind of hoisted up shots that Manhattanville's defended really nicely, but Manhattanville's got to grab that rebound.
Absolutely, Eli. They've been really struggling to just get open, and I think the trap game's affecting them a little bit. they've had to make some very tough shots, and it's been almost hurting them a little bit because there's just hardly anyone open. This Valiant's defense is very fast today.
That jumper is, I thought it was tipped, but they say it is not, so it's just an air ball. It's going back to the Valiant. Substitutions, Malazzo, excuse me, not Malazzo, Kamani Jones will check out. In will be Sarah Kutu. So Jones gets a big round of applause as she takes a seat, and Kutu will immediately call out the play. It's in the hands of Elting. Back to Kutu.
They're going to work this again down low.
Tim, it looks like they're trying to get it to McGuire down low in the post. They cross court. Shore tries to go to McGuire, and it's a turnover.
You see, when I saw them run that the exact last time, Eli, I thought they were trying to work it to Kaimani Jones, but the play seems to look like they're trying to do a dump off into McGuire, and if McGuire doesn't have it, to kick it out to the corner. So I think it's a really good play there. They just got to be able to work it in and find McGuire open.
Malazzo pressures Esposito up top. Good ball denial. She wanted DiCaprio to cut back door. She stopped halfway. Here's Esposito. Kutu, who's it going to be off of? It's off of Bard.
That was a great job by Kutu getting her foot out of the way, too. She almost made a kick ball happen, but her getting her right foot out of the way caused the turnover.
Here comes Kutu on the offensive end.
I have to say this Valiant's defense has really had to tire out Bard because they've really had to make not only their defense but their offense hustle as well if they want to be ahead of the Valiant's defense.
So turnover as Malazzo shuffled her feet, so it's going back to Bard, and it's in the hands of DiCaprio. DiCaprio with 3 points in 16 minutes. It's now in the hands of Kennedy. She'll swing it to Esposito. DiCaprio for three. No good. Jostle for the rebound, and Malazzo will just let it go out of bounds wisely.
DiCaprio also being their best three-point shooter coming today, shooting 32% from beyond the arc, which leads the team.
Tim, I love Kate Velakis' energy on the sideline. The score could be 50-1 or 30-30. It doesn't matter. She's energetic over there no matter what. As Elting drives, that's missed.
Malazzo almost had it, but it just got tipped out of her hands.
And it will be recovered by Lefebvre.
And they're going to call the foul there on Elting.
So Elena Lefebvre, the senior out of Hastings-on-Hudson, picks up the loose ball and draws the foul, so Bard will take it up. 3:21 to go here, second period.
I'm interested to see what they do with Pemberton here. It looks like they taped up her finger. Oh, beautiful lay-in off the steal by Kutu.
So 35-9 Manhattanville. DiCaprio has logged a lot of minutes. She swings it over to Esposito. Esposito looks for an opening. Can't get one. She works it around to Akambade. Akambade, spin move. Nice little move there, but left it short. And Pemberton, who just checked in, will push now for the Valiants. Pemberton up the floor. Layup is good. And Kamani Jones cannot be stopped right now.
I just have to say, like I was mentioning before, I'm interested to see if Pemberton gets the ball up top, if she favors her right hand a little bit. That left hand being taped up is going to make it a little bit interesting as a ball handling aspect.
And Tim, Kamani Jones is 100% from the field, 5 of 5, 10 points. As they trap the corner. Oh, Akambade is wide open under the basket. Lefebvre shoots it and scores. Akambade was wide open, but Lefebvre was able to get it to go. They work it around to Pemberton. To Kutu. Kutu says, why not take it? No one's guarding me. That one's off. And boarded by Akambade. So Akambade and DiCaprio, Tim, seem to be their two go-to players. It's DiCaprio, nice little in and out move. She's stripped by Kutu.
You know what that offensive play there ran by the Valiants kind of reminds me a little bit of? Kind of reminded me a little bit of the triangle offense set that they just did there, trying to work the center in and around, which Milazzo serving the role as the center, and just spreading everyone else out. And I have to say, it's been working for the Valiants thus far.
As DiCaprio's first one rims in. Alexis Tomasi, the freshman, out of Las Vegas, will check in, see her first action. Out will be Kamani Jones, and also into the game is Caballero. Good box out from Caballero. Well done as she holds off Akambade. And the Valiants look to push. Kutu to Tomasi. Back to Tomasi. McGuire, jumper, no good. And fight for the rebound. What's the call here? It was in the restricted view section for us. It's an offensive foul on Caballero, okay.
Yep. I believe they said a push off.
So Aaron Kennedy, the freshman, out of New Jersey, will take 2 shots. The first one is good.
Kennedy shooting 68% from the line this year, which is second on the team.
Second one from Kennedy's good. 2 of 2 for the freshman. 37-14 Valiants. Here comes Kutu. Oh, little Dwayne Wade-esque move. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Caballero's missed. Strong move there, just no finish. Here comes DiCaprio now.
Oh, great.
She's
pull.
stolen. Here comes Kutu one-on-one. Oh, what a move by Kutu, and she scores. My goodness.
This defense
She caught her
is just so fast.
with the ball fake and then pivoted the other way. That was a developed move by the freshman. Well done. As DiCaprio, floater, no good. Jostle for the rebound. Caballero is pissed off. I think Akambade went over the back. Caballero was not happy, so it's going back to the Valiants. 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock. So Bard will get the last shot of the quarter. Kutu to Pemberton. Caballero up and
Great
under
move.
is good. Nancy Caballero showing off the moves as well. So with 20 seconds remaining, the Valiants are up 41-14.
How about that? Get a little bit mad for a little bit over the back, score right on her the next drive down the court.
Little revenge from Caballeros. DiCaprio fires. That's off. Rebound to
great
McGuire.
rebound.
4 seconds. Here comes
Oh.
Kutu. 2-1. Pemberton at the
She
buzzer.
didn't get it in time.
No good.
They called it.
Count
They
the
counted
basket by Pemberton. So, Tim, everything's working for Manhattanville.
They're talking about it
43 to
now.
14.
Yeah, they're talking about it now, though, so let's see what happens here.
I'll tell you, it's tough without replay because you got to go and just.
But the Valiants, at the end of the first half, lead at 43-14. And it's been an excellent first half for the offense by the Valiants, as thus far they've done a lot of offensive scoring, Eli.
It's been all Manhattanville, and that's all we've been saying this whole season. 5-1 start, and to be up 43 to 14 in the first half, there's nothing I can really criticize. It's just great basketball.
And I'm not predicting the second half, but I think it's fair to say the Valiants will on their way to 5-1 if they
6
keep
and 1.
or excuse me, 6-1
Yeah.
As they keep the offense that they've been having in the first half. They're gonna be on to what could be an excellent second half.
So let's take a look at some of the first half numbers. Obviously for Manhattanville, the person to highlight is Kimani Jones. What a job she's done. 18 minutes of play, 10 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals in the first half, Tim. 5 steals in the first half. She's been the highlight for the Valiants, as well as Sam Milazzo, McGuire, Kutu, I mean, everyone. I'm just going down the list.
I've been very
Everyone.
impressed. Everyone that stepped on the court has performed in some shape or form, and I've said that about every game thus far because it's true. Every time they've come out in the court, Eli, they've done some sort of production in some sort of way, and that's the big reason why they're out here on a 5-1 record. They're coming out and they're winning games and being productive because they're working as a team and communicating well. And the player that's also, along with Kaimani Jones, that's impressed me, like I said, was McGuire. McGuire coming out 11 points, 4 rebounds here in the first half. She's done a really good job in the paint, and she set the pace for the other teams in the paint as well.
So we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. Valiants lead 43-14.
And welcome back here to Kennedy Gym as we prepare for second half basketball. So Eli, let's touch upon a few things that we weren't able to touch on for pregame. So the Valiants coming into today, they are 5-1. This is the first time the Valiants have been able to do this since the 1983-84 season. And I have to say I've been impressed thus far by their performance throughout the year.
For sure, and we're definitely fortunate to be students here witnessing this front row, courtside, a team that hasn't been this good in nearly 30 years, so it's great to see. A lot of credit has to go to Coach Kate Valakis in her 6th season here at Manhattanville, but just, I mean, look right now, even at the halftime, they're all huddled as one. It's just such great team unity. They play for one another, not for individual performance, but for team success, and that's something you always want to see, and it's just, you got to praise them for it.
Eli, that's exactly what I was mentioning before the half ended, just how strong their communication as a team is. They have a great bond together, and it shows on the court that they all have this trust in each other, because every single thing they do, it's like they almost know where they're going to be, and they have faith that everyone's going to step in and do their role. But another thing let's also mention, this matchup against Bard for the Valiants is something that's ever so rare. The Valiants all-time 3-0, maybe 4-0 if they can close out here in the second half, all-time against Bard. However, this is the first time these two teams have faced off against each other since January of 1999.
Well, yeah, definitely. They're both New York, but they're different programs. Manhattanville's much more of a sports-oriented school. Bard, much more of a arts, music kind of school. But yeah, 18 years since they last met. But I mean, it's been all Valiants tonight, and I'm sure it's going to continue in the second half.
Let's also mention one more thing. Kaylee McGuire has scored double digits in all 6 games, make it 7 games here in her first half performance thus far. So she continues to put up the points. Are you surprised by this at all?
I'm not. I mean, McGuire's the junior, and she's just been getting better every single year. She's 5'10", and she's a big body, and just her aggressiveness and physicality is just paying off. And like we talked about, the moves and the development of these moves, Kamani Jones and Caballero with the drop step, it's just impressive to see, and McGuire is another example of many.
Yeah, and I have to agree with that, Eli. Obviously, you know, it's hard to come out and put double digits up every game. Not even an NBA player can do it, you know. Even though that's 82 games, they come here and they play 20-plus games a season. It's a very hard thing to do, and I've been very impressed the way McGuire's been able to handle herself thus far throughout the season. She's been really being a solid team leader, leading this young unit around. So we get ready here to start the second half as Bard will inbound it. Esposito will do the inbounding for Bard. So the Raptors inbound, and we're underway here for the second half as DiCaprio will give it in down low. A 3-ball by Esposito off the mark, and it's rebounded by McGuire. McGuire gives it to Kutu. Kutu drives, kicks out into the corner, and they'll work the ball around here and set up a play. Kamani Jones will have it up top, as Elting will set a screen into the corner for Kutu. Elting drives.
Good ball
and
movement.
the lay-in.
Tim, they worked that ball around the whole court, and they had open looks, but they wanted the best look they could get. Well done.
Only difference here, starting the second half from the first quarter, Darnell is in instead of Milazzo, is a 3-ball is off the mark by Erin Kennedy. So big hustle here by Kaimani Jones as she runs down the court here. She drives down the middle, but she can't get the fall. Almost gets her own rebounds, but it's rebounded by DiCaprio. Into the corner now. Bard trying to set up a play. They kick it up top. A screen set by Hopper. And they kick it back out. As a drive, the layup, and the foul drawn. Erin Kennedy's going to go to the line for 2 here for the Raptors. So Kennedy looking to get up her first points here in the second half. As the free throw is just off the mark. As the second attempt is good. So Kennedy, like I mentioned earlier, a 68% shooter. She drained her first 2 free throws in the first half, shooting 3 of 4 from the line today. So Kamani Jones working around. Kutu gives it down low. As they work it around, Kutu for 3, and she drains it. Kutu shooting 33% thus far, which leads the Valiants from beyond the arc, and give her another one. So the Valiants up 48-15, 8-13 remain here in the second quarter, or excuse me, the third quarter. And it's been all Valiants thus far. As a move down low, and it's going to be a travel for Lefevre.
Lefevre just trying to do a little bit too much there. McGuire was all over her, but she decided not to give up the ball, and she was called for steps.
So Kaimani Jones has it now up top. As another screen set on McGuire, they're trying to work that corner, Eli. As a 3-ball again by Kutu is on the mark yet again. So give her 6 points here in the half, and another 3-ball. Valiants continue to roll now with 51 points here. As a steal, Elting drives and the low, she couldn't get the fall, but it's rebounded by Darnell. Kutu gets it to roll. So Kutu has been the production, 8 points here in the last 3 drives down the court.
What a half for Kutu. Kamani Jones in the first half, Kutu in the second.
And Kutu averaging 8.8 points a game. She's matched that here in the second half. As a off-balance shot rebounded by McGuire. Oh, great hustle here by Kaimani Jones, but then she'll pull out and get a play set here as Kutu kicks out into the corner.
That was a
Back
great
down
look.
low to Darnell. Darnell with a beautiful move, but she can't get it to fall.
Tim, that was a great look from Kutu to see Elting in the corner. Well done.
And that was a great job there, I'd say, by Kaimani Jones, pulling out, not forcing up a shot. That would be hard as a 3-ball is off the mark by DiCaprio, and the Valiants have a rebound. Kutu passes. Oh, a nice tight pass, but it's deflected. Oh, they're going to say it was deflected out of bounds by Elting, and Bard will have it. So substitution coming in for Bard now. It'll be Leah Sullenston. She'll enter the game. The freshman shooting guard out of Milford, New York. So 6:12 remain. The Valiants are up 53-15 here as their offense rolling it again, and that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds and they'll stick with Bard. So Esposito will inbound. It's stolen by Kutu. Kutu drives with the left and gets it to roll in. So Kutu with 10 points here, only actually just less than 5 minutes into the second half. And she's been rolling with her athleticism, Eli.
Make it 16 on 7 of 11 shooting.
As a drive, can't get it to fall, but it's rebounded, and then they're going to say the travel. I can't, oh, they're going to say a push, okay. So Darnell's third of the game, and that's going to probably mean a substitution for the Valiants. It looks like Milazzo will enter for her first minutes here in the second half. As everyone cheers Darnell as she goes back to the bench.
Quiet night for her, Tim. Just
As
2 points.
A lay in there for DiCaprio. So Kutu kicks it over. Kaimani Jones has it. And they're going to say a double dribble for Kaimani Jones. And that'll be a turnover for the Valiants. So with 5:20 remaining, the Valiants lead at 55-17, looking to go up 40, as their defense has been excellent along with their offensive production. As a drive, and they're going to say it's going to be a foul. A King Bidet will go to the line for two, as Elting will commit the foul. So the first attempt from a King Bidet is good. King Bidet leads Bard this season, averaging 11.5 points a game thus far through their first 6 games of the season. As the second attempt is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Milazzo. So Kutu will have it up top. She calls out a play, as a lot of screen setting here. McGuire gives it to Kaimani Jones. Jones over to Pemberton, and it's going to be rebounded by Bard. DiCaprio will take it up. Screen set by King Bidet. A hard screen too, as the 3 ball is airballed and it's going back to the Valiants.
Coach Velakis is heated on the sideline, Tim, up by 37.
Our argument a little bit valid, though, what she's saying there with the moving screen, as Pemberton has it down low. Great pass in McGuire. And we're going to have a foul here.
You're right.
Hopper commits the foul.
Her argument is valid.
So Pemberton will inbound here. And a little bit difference in the first half compared to the second half for the Valiants, as they have 3 fouls early on. They didn't commit many in the last half, as Milazzo lays it in. So she gets her first points of the second half, and her production these last few games, Eli, has been very strong for the Valiants.
She's the fan favorite, senior.
Oh, great defense, but that's going to be a foul on Jones.
On Kutu.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kutu.
Team's fourth. 2 shots from Kelly DiCaprio.
So DiCaprio misses the first one. So DiCaprio shoots the second one and she makes it. So give Bard 19 points, as they are trying to get some more production for their offense. As the Valiants have been playing great defense against them, as a ball deep, but it's off the mark by Spencer Scholl, and there's going to be a foul on McGuire. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Jones instead. So that's going to send Bard to the line here for bonus, as they're going to end up shooting 2 shots. DiCaprio will shoot for them. First attempt by DiCaprio is good. DiCaprio makes the second one. Also noting, Kaylee DiCaprio scored her 200th career point against Trinity, Connecticut on November 28th, Eli. So she continues to try to roll on from that. As Scholl has it, she kicks this down to Milazzo. A great physical move there by Milazzo to Pemberton. And a rebound by McGuire. They can't get it, but Milazzo will have it now. Oh, excuse me, Pemberton has it.
Tim, great effort on the boards. Couldn't get it to go, but
The size down low has been impressive, and that's going to be turned over by Bard.
tremendous boxing out from both Pemberton and McGuire, though, and you can't fault them for missing. Obviously, you want to finish, but the effort is more important than the missed shot.
So the Valiants lead at 57-21 with 2:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Pemberton has it up top. She drives, she gives the McGuire. And that's going to be a travel.
Traveling violation, hard ball.
So McGuire forgot to put it on the floor first. It was a good idea, though. She tried the spin move.
So Scholl on defense. She'll get a screen on her, but greatly defended as what the Valiants have been doing all day. And are they going to call a foul there?
Manhattanville College before Spencer Shores.
They are. They're going to call the foul on Spencer Shore. And that's going to send Aaron Kennedy to the line for two. As she makes her fifth attempt here, as she's 4 from 5 from the line today. She makes that one, so 5 of 6 from the line. You got to make your free throws, and she's done a good job of that today, Eli. They're working around into the corner. Back up top to McGuire. McGuire to Kaimani Jones. Milazzo can't get it to fall, but it's rebounded and put back in by McGuire. So the Valiants lead at 59-23, and a steal here by Milazzo. Milazzo kicks out and into the paint to Kamani
Great
Jones.
ball
And
movement.
Pemberton, excellent movement and the roll-in.
Tim, that's basketball.
So
Everyone touched the ball before that score.
that's a great job passing as Pemberton finishes it for the Valiants. And a drive, that's going to be, is it going to be a charge?
It will be.
Yep.
Offensive foul on Mars number 3, Kennedy Gymnasium. That's her first.
And substitutions coming in for the Valiants. Cavallero will enter the game alongside with Alexis Tomasi, the freshman. So a little cleaning up here under the basket. And then we'll get underway here. So the Valiants up 61-23. Working to go up 40 here. And I have to say I've been very impressed by their defense. This defense has looked unstoppable as their speed has been something very special today. They've been on top of everything as a 3-ball by Tomasi is good. So Tomasi gets her first points of the game since entering. And the Valiants continue to make open shots, something they've done great all day. As a 3-ball answered with a shot of her own by DiCaprio. So Shore has it, they're working around. Tomasi, she will have control. Her and Shore play a little bit of hot potato. 3-ball by Tomasi just off the mark. So 30 seconds remaining here. Bard trying to get some points here, maybe get a 2-for-1 as it's rebounded and laid in by Lefevre. The Valiants working around, 14 seconds remain. Milazzo trying to get a shot up, she can't get the call, and Bard will have it here as they'll try to hold for 1. So working around, 3-ball deep, can't get it to fall, but it's rebounded and put up. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So the Valiants lead at 64-28. Eli as we head into the fourth. it's been all Valiants thus far.
And Tim, even with this gigantic lead at 64-28, Coach Velakis doesn't stop coaching. Was upset with Caballero there, but you gotta love the willingness to want to win up by this much and still wanting Manhattanville to play the right way and not stop playing or play 50%.
And obviously there's a little bit of margin of error for the Valiants, but yeah, I think this is a great lesson also for the Valiants, where it's a little bit now time to perhaps learn a little bit, if that makes sense. You know, you learn a little bit more and things like this, there's more opportunity to go out and do things. And yeah, okay, maybe because now there's a little bit of margin for error, that you can make a few mistakes here and there, but it's a great time, you know, as Coach Velakis to go out and just teach them as a unit. Every play is a learning lesson for them, Eli, and every drive they have, whether it's on offense or defense, is going to be a learning lesson. And that's a great job. That just shows a great coach by Coach Velakis, just being on her team every single play, no matter what the score is. And that's one other thing I have to say, is that she does the best she physically can to get out of every single player. Is just every single amount of energy and everything. And I've been very impressed by her energy on the sideline and just her care for her players.
So we'll start the fourth. 64-28. Valiant's huge lead. To inbound right in front of us. As Shore will get it into Tomasi. And now Shore will set up the offense. Darnell to Elting. Manhattanville really looking for solid shot selection here, up this big. Trap, but they get it around. Good look. Oh, and Malazzo's open down low. Malazzo, spin move, can't get it to go. Elting stays in bounds. And it's going to be a new 30 for the Valiants. Elting surveys. It's through Malazzo's hand. She recovers. Elting, 3-ball, no good. And here comes DiCaprio. She's pushing. She's pursued by 3 Manhattanville defenders.
Oh, great
Elting
defense.
nearly blocks it, but DiCaprio gets it to go.
And see, that's where I said that, you know, there's a little bit of margin for error, but the defense there is great, and it's just something you have to learn, that you can play great defense, and sometimes shots will still go down, unfortunately.
Malazzo kicks it. Spencer Shore for 3. No good, but it's right in the hands of Elting. She misses. It's boarded by Akambade, and she's fouled.
That was a great put up there by Elting. The ball just got an unfortunate bounce there off the back of the rim, but no fault by Elting. A great job there. She's been really big on the rebounding game, really, for the Valiants all year long, alongside with McGuire and Caballero and practically everyone down low.
As DiCaprio is heavily guarded by Kutu. Oh, a hard screen. Kutu goes down. Elting blocks it, and it's in the hands of Malazzo, but it's deflected out of bounds. It's going to the Valiants. Tim, Kutu got murdered on that screen. She must not have seen it coming. She ran right into that head on.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout here just to perhaps check her out a little bit. You don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Especially when you run into someone that hard, there's always the risk of a concussion.
See, yeah, they're only talking to Kutu there on the timeout there, just making sure, I mean, doing a little bit of coaching, but also just making sure she's okay. I think she's going to be fine, just, you know, a little bit of a shake-up there. It's hard to take hard hits like that when it's unexpected in any sport, and it's something that's like you learn from to become more aware from. And remember, she still has 3 more years of experience to go. So she's going to definitely learn her way, develop her way through those, and continue to be as productive as she already is today. And she's really impressed me also today, Eli, with not just her offensive production, but her passing ability today. she has, I believe, 4 assists, 5 assists on the day. So her and Kaimani Jones, their passing ability has been very special for the Valiants.
So Kutu will bring it up. Hadn't seen many minutes in the second half as that's stolen, but they say DiCaprio is out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Manhattanville. Malazzo, Kutu, Darnell, Elting, and Tomasi are the 5 on the floor. Tomasi considers the 3, but they work it around to the opposite side. Kutu crossover. Malazzo in the paint, gets it to go. So Sam Malazzo continues her hot streak. The lead's 36 now, 66-30.
8th point of the day. She also leads the team today, shooting 72% coming into today. So one of the better shooters on the team continues to show it.
Good pressure defense from Manhattanville. Just 7 on the shot clock. Akambade drives, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Hopper tries to save, but saves to the wrong team. Here comes Manhattanville. Kutu tries to hit Elting. That's a turnover. Velakis tells Kutu, slow it down here. Let's get a good shot. So it's going back to Bard. DiCaprio has logged a lot of minutes for the Raptors. To be exact, 32 minutes. As the shot is short, and Kutu corrals the rebound.
And that was a great take, though, by DiCaprio.
DiCaprio's been aggressive all night. She's the orchestrator of that offense. Tomasi for 3. Can't get it to go. Malazzo on the boards. And Kutu will bring it back out. They get it to Malazzo. Malazzo spins, and she's blocked by Akambade, and she's going to line for 2. Casey Denolan Dobbins, head coach of the Raptors, displeased with the call. Thought Akambade went straight up, but Malazzo just used her strength. She's looking to capitalize at the line now. It's Malazzo's first attempt. It's good. Second one, no good. Looking to check in will be Caballero, as well as Gina Catalano. We'll see her first minutes of the night shortly. DiCaprio thought about a long 3. Instead hits Akambade. Akambade pull-up jumper, hits backboard. Hopper gets the rebound. She goes up. She's blocked. Deflected, so it's going to stay with Bard. As subs in for Manhattanville. Darnell and Malazzo, the 2 seniors, will check out. They both get a big hand from Coach Velakis. As they work it around, a trap, and it's a jump ball. Possession will stay with Bard. Tim, the defensive activity by the Valiants is relentless. Doesn't matter what the score is.
Absolutely. Just overall, the defense, it's like they're out.
As Elting deflects another pass.
Their speed is just too fast for Bard. It's like they're on top of every play, every single drive, every single second.
As that shot's airballed. And we got a foul on Aaron Kennedy on the reach.
And to be honest with you, Eli, I don't remember the last time Bard was able to actually take a good shot down low from beyond the arc, or under beyond the arc in the paint.
As Catalano scores, counted on a foul. That was quick. She just checked in. Chance for a 3-point play for the junior from Connecticut. As also in the game is going to be Jess Nichols LaRosa, the junior from Massachusetts. Tim, like Evie Cole, she's had knee problems. You see she's wearing that knee brace on her right knee. So She hasn't been able to really get any action this season.
And notable, Evie Coles is obviously the only player really out right now for the Valiants because of her knee injury that she's suffering right now.
As they work it to Jess. Oh, good pass to Catalano. Blew the layup. Great look there by Nichols LaRosa, though. Here comes Hopper the other way. Good defense from Tomasi. She gets it. That's a drive by LaVerve. And here comes Tomasi. To Kutu. LaRosa for three. Bang! Oh, they say it's a 2. But LaRosa knocks it down. And the crowd's loving it here. 71-30.
These fans are energetic. They all love their players, and so do we.
Pull-up jumper, DiCaprio, Cash. So, DiCaprio.
Oh, again.
Oh, LaRosa again. Can't get it to go. Catalano. Possession will stay with Manhattanville.
I don't know about that jump ball, though. No one really had possession. The ball was getting bounced around.
As Spencer Shore back in, and freshman Karina Cruz from Kissimmee, Florida, will check in for the first time. Getting her first minutes of the season is Cruz. As LaRosa thinks about it, drives. Oh, great pass to Catalano for the layup.
We saw Cruz actually in the first game of the season, Eli, here at home, and she came out shooting a 3 right away and drained it. So I'm excited to see her beyond the arc presence as well early on.
The teamwork is off the charts right now for the Valiants, and that ball is deflected. Caballero tried to say I didn't touch it, but refs thought otherwise. It's going to stay with Bard. 15 on the shot clock.
And I have to say, Catalano being someone also as a junior that's looking to work her way, obviously, in the starting rotation next year, her size and her physical play is something that's very impressive out of the junior. She does a really good job working it down low.
As Cruz shuffled the feet, that's a turnover. Malia Morgan looking to check in. Malia Morgan, Tim, saw lots of minutes last game, but this is going to be her first minutes of the evening as Caballero will come out for her.
Yeah, Malia Morgan, her physicality in the paint was also something that's been very impressive as well. She kind of reminds me a lot of Darnell when she's down there. Just both of them very physical players. So I'm very excited to see her here in the last 4 minutes or so.
That's a 3 ball.
That was a great shot.
That barely hit the net. That was smooth stroke from
DiCaprio. Just DiCaprio overall from beyond the arc. That's something that she does so good. Is just shooting consistently beyond the arc.
As another turnover here. And here comes Bard. Oh, DiCaprio wanted to shoot it from the other wing. Instead, she passes it. That shot is swished home by Shamrock.
I think, honestly, because of the speed of the Valiant's defense, that may be the first actually good shot I've seen taken in a long time inside the arc for Bard.
LaRosa for 3. Got it. How about 2 3 balls for Nichols LaRosa in just 4 minutes of play? Everything's going for the Valiants right now.
And 5 points. Obviously, 2 3-ball attempts, one of them getting changed to a 2. But LaRosa 2 for 3 shooting, that's a very impressive sight. What is that, a jump ball?
It is. I'm going to be honest.
No, you can't really see.
Can't see down there, so we kind of just wait for the call to happen in that right corner. As Shore's going to come out and Tomasi's going to re-enter. And for Bard, Katie Hopper out, and in will be the freshman Katie Esposito.
I have to say, Katie Hopper played a lot of hard minutes today for Bard. She's been out there practically all game long, and she's been really doing a lot of fighting.
32 minutes, which leads the team. Excuse me, DiCaprio leads the team with 37, but 32 minutes for Hopper.
Yeah, DiCaprio's going to see every single minute this game, it looks like.
Malia Morgan almost traveled, but takes it out and scores. Tim, Manhattanville has so many weapons they can throw at you, whether it be down low or on the wing or whatever it is, it's just, they're a powerhouse.
And rather, what I'm also very impressed by is, again, no matter who's on the court, the communication's still there.
Deflected by LaRosa.
Everyone is on the same page with each other. You can put anyone on that court at any given time, and the production's still going to be there, Eli.
And that shot is well off.
Oh, that was almost a walk.
That shot's no good. Catalano will try. She'll miss. And
great. Oh.
DiCaprio comes away with it. Here she goes at Tomasi. Good defense by Tomasi. Oh, and a foul is called on Tomasi. I don't know about that. It looked like DiCaprio forced herself away from the contact. Tomasi just played good straight-up defense. I don't know. That looked like a good defense to me.
It looked like good defense from my angle as well, Eli, but call didn't necessarily go her way.
So DiCaprio's first attempt is drained.
So I have to say yet again, just overall, I've been so impressed by Malaya Morgan, just even though the tiny amount of minutes she's been in thus far today, you can already see the impact she's made down low as she's been doing a good job of using her physicality to get into an opportunity for rebounds. And even 2 points early on as well down low.
Tomasi will kick to LaRosa. They work it around. That's a 3-ball. No good from Tomasi.
I was just about to say I wouldn't be surprised if they come out shooting another 3. It seems with the exception of the right side, they're very relaxed from beyond the arc, letting Manhattanville settle with the deep ball.
3 balls made.
Kennedy.
So Kennedy and DiCaprio have been most of the production from the Raptors.
Oh, great screen by Morgan.
LaRosa for 3. Off left.
That's what LaRosa is, a 3-point specialist. LaRosa has a good game from beyond the arc.
And Tim, obviously her mobility is limited with that knee injury, but you saw her looks and her basketball IQ, so she's got to be explosive when that knee is healthy. As the pass is almost stolen, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout, Bard, I believe. Donalyn Dobbins.
No, we have an injury. That's why.
Oh, injury timeout. Okay.
It looks to be Elena Lefevre injured there on the play, but she walked herself back. She's a little bit hurled over there on the bench.
So under a minute to go, 78-42. Valiant's lead. Just 3 on the shot clock. DiCaprio heaves it, almost nails it.
I have to say, she's had a great beyond the arc range, but I was very surprised that she took that. That's just expanding her range, but a great attempt, I have to say.
That shot was almost drained, though, from DiCaprio. That's the kind of night she's had.
I don't think anyone was expecting it. That's the reason why I was very surprised that she took that.
Shot is missed. Here comes Karina Cruz. Good pass to Catalano. Morgan tries it. The southpaw can't get it to go. And Akambade on the rebound, who re-entered the game with 40 seconds left. Interesting coaching decision. As it's in the hands of Hopper. Oh, and it's stolen. Here comes Catalano. She's fouled.
Yep.
And she's going to the line for 2. So, Tim, I believe Manhattanville would have run out the clock, but given that Catalano already had the momentum towards the basket, she figured, why not?
I mean, even if you pull out there, more often than not, a foul will end up be getting drawn.
Catalano too strong on the first. Catalano's second attempt is good.
So
Splits the pair.
impressive day thus far for Catalano here in the fourth quarter.
So with just 7 seconds, Bard will go for one more shot. The heave from Kennedy is no good. And Catalano comes up with the rebound, and that will do it. So the Valiants win this one 79-42 over the Bard Raptors. They go to 6-1 on the season. Bard drops to 0-6.
0-7.
0-7. So what a start for Manhattanville, Tim. 6-1 on the year. And like we mentioned before, best start since 1983.
And I have to say, this start is just ever so impressive. But not only that, it's so important for them also in the MAC Freedom standings. They move now to 6-1, which will move them to about a game and a half depending on DeSalle's results. They already have a one-game lead. DeSalle's at 4-2. Kings PA at 3-2. FDU Fordham at 2-3. Wilkes at 2-3. Delaware Valley at 2-5, Mezzacordia at 1-4, and Eastern at 0-5, and they haven't started their division games yet. Their first division game will be January 3rd against Mezzacordia here at home. So overall, it's a very important season for the Valiants if they want to keep up this hot streak.
So I'm Eli Zaretsky alongside Tim Moore. We'll see you on Saturday. Doubleheader, men's and women's.
Women's will take on Keystone here at Kennedy Gym.
1 p.m. and then the men's at 3:30. This is GoValiants.com. Manhattanville wins this one big, 79-42. Good night, everyone.